this.
Yeah.
Arabic, okay? Well, first thing I do, I wake up, I sit down, I write 2 pages of Arabic, and then I stay with Arabic for about an hour and 15 minutes, doing 3 or 4 different activities. First, writing Arabic, then listening to and reading along with one of these Sinbad the Sailor, like storybooks of Arabic that I have cassettes with, and then reading some bilingual texts of Arabic to get up to speed, and then taking down a classic text like Ibn Khaldun and reading freely for that. And once I've done the Arabic that way, then I start my writing regimen, which is at least 2 pages a day each of Arabic, Chinese, Russian, and Latin, and ideally 6 pages a day each. So I will write 2 pages of Chinese, and then I'll start reading. I'll stop once I've done that. I'll start reading, say, Persian. So I want to read half an hour of Persian. So I'll read 15 minutes of this story, and then I'll write my 2 pages of Russian grammar, Russian grammatical exercises. I'll read another 15 minutes of the Persian story. Then I'll compose or try to translate something into Latin. And then at that point, rather than continuing, maybe say if I've attained that goal, then I'll do some grammatical exercises in something like Turkish. This is just going over the grammar, reviewing the grammar, reviewing the translation. I'll do 15 minutes of that, say. And then I'll write another 2 pages of Arabic. And then I will maybe do, done Turkish, maybe I'll do Swahili. Swahili, this is like a pattern drill, sentence practice, okay? I might work at that for 15 minutes, okay? And then I'll write another 2 pages of Russian. And once I've done that, maybe here's just some Irish conversational dialogues. Maybe I'll work on that for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then write another 2 pages of Latin. So now I've sort of done some balance between reading and grammatical structure and the like. So before I do another 2 pages of Arabic, I'll go and I'll start reading maybe Greek. Here's some enlarged Greek stories. This is like a Greek children's version of the Odyssey, okay, retelling of that, which I have read thoroughly with a dictionary and sort of written in the unknown words underneath it. Mm-hmm. And so now I can read this more swiftly, and exactly as I did with Persian, I may have my goal for today be half an hour or an hour. Okay, so maybe twice, maybe I'll do 2 chunks of this. So page of Arabic, 15 minutes of Greek, page of Chinese, 15 more minutes of Greek. Okay, and then after I've done that, this is really interesting. This guy Sean Bender, not Sean, what's his name? Ernest Bender. He's got this magnificent set of Hindi grammar and readers and Urdu grammars and readers that are almost perfectly parallel in terms of their examples and their sentence structure. So I'll go through these and I'll do some of the grammatical exercises, and I'll do them side by side. So I'll see exactly where they're different, Urdu and Hindi. And so this is kind of interesting and complex and detailed. So I may spend a full half hour on this as grammar, and then I will write another 2 pages of whatever it is that I'm up to. And ideally, I would do this all day. I would have no problem myself on it, if my wife and children on a Sunday when they go to church, and I have the entire morning, I can do this, nonstop. And I could really do this for 12, 16 hours a day. But when reality impinges, this is if I've been able to get up at the crack of dawn and start doing this, say at 3 in the morning. Now I'm already probably past there, at 7 o'clock or so. And then I go for a run. And when I'm running, I listen to an audiobook all the time in some foreign language. And then I have to come back and interact with this thing and, you know, write some email and, you know, make some applications, or, you know, do something, interact, you know, with a student on course, or write something. So I have to interact with the computer, and in between breaks of doing that, I still continue writing. You know, I'll work on here for a while, then I'll break and get away from this. I'll write another 2 pages of one of my written languages. And then if I ever get to the feeling that, oh, it's satisfying, you know, I've done a good chunk of what I needed to do with the time, then I might go back and do a bit more routine of, you know, interacting with these. And when you know, then I have to be with my kids and, you know, and cook dinner and do all the other things as well. So there are times when I'll take this Dutch novel, you know, and I will, you know, like if we go out, like yesterday when we went driving, you know, I just took this with us, and, you know, in various snatches while my wife is driving or whatnot, or, you know, throughout the day. I can't carry my entire inventory of stuff to do it, but I'll just keep reading along in those lines. So yeah, that's what I did back in the day, basically, when I was keeping these journals, you know, when I was able to do this pretty much all day, every day. At that stage, I was
show me one of those.
Okay, this is 1999. Okay, and this is sort of the breakdown of, you know, what I did. And so on this day, I did. This is November of 1999. On Sunday, I was the 7th of December 1999, November 1999. I did 2 hours of reading Korean. Okay, I did 4 pages of Hanja, and then break down the time of all the other minutes and these other activities. So at this stage, this was a lot more learning curve. I mean, at this stage, when I was doing Greek, I wasn't reading the book. I was, you know, learning the, you know, working through a textbook or something. Particularly with the assimil methods. A lot of the other, you know, when I have Danish here, I wasn't. If I have Danish now, it means I'm, instead of the Dutch novel, I'm reading a Danish novel. At that point, it was, well, I was working with the assimil book and, you know, going through the routine with the grammar. So, yeah, now that I see these again, I'm glad you made me take this. I missed this time. There was something much more satisfying about, you know, having this, filling this out and seeing this. And you can see I'm honest. Look, I did leave gaps. I'm back on this, on the witnesses. This is May 5th, no, May 4th, 2002. I did extremely little. Look at that. I slacked off. I don't know what happened.